Oh, just about, isn't it? So I guess the end of the shift, end of the walk, and the sun comes out, blue sky, after it's been on and off showers all morning, but it is what it is. Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. I am feeling, I'd say 95 to 100% back. So I'm just a little bit bunged up, and cough has gone, any aches and pains have gone, chest has cleared, it's just a bit of bunged up. So fingers crossed this week is going to be a good week of training, although it didn't start too well with work. I got a dodgy trolley, the keys to the original trolley have been lost, and also my headphones died straight away as I went to put them in. So literally 4 hours walking around just with my own thoughts, which isn't good. So I'm in the hunt for a new pair of headphones. I've had issues with these for a couple of months. I think it's because I sweat a lot, and they are the ones that charge in the case and get rid of some of that wax. These are filthy. I'll cut them up. I think these prongs, they sort of crystallise because of the sweat and salt, and then they cover the charger. So I think I need headphones that charge with a cable in them rather than have a case. Escape to have a band that goes around the back, so maybe I'll look into that. I'll go to a different company, but yeah, feeling good. So I'm gonna go and train now in Vault, and hopefully, like I said, get a good week in, because we are 7 weeks out from Vienna, which means I've only got 6 weeks to train, and then that 7th week is going to be a taper. So it's kind of worked out perfectly. 6-week block, 1 week taper, and then we compete.
Struggle to get on board.
The second one's come out now. No spoilers, but like I think they've done a really good job. Like if you watch Squid Game, the first Squid Game.
So much for ease myself back into these sessions. I thought, well, I told myself before I'd do 5 or 6 rounds, see how I feel, but being the idiot that I am, I just went ahead and did the full 10 rounds, although I did have a little bit longer break between rounds 5 and 6 at the halfway point, which seemed to be to my detriment because the rounds got a little bit slower, the intensity dropped. Maybe that's probably just because, again, that fatigue, having those 2 weeks of minimal activity, it's maybe just knocked back a bit, and I've not been eating enough or enough of the more nutrient dense foods. I've still been eating chocolate and cake, just the feel good foods, but pretty pleased with how it all felt. Didn't push things to 100%, but averaging around 220 per round, 225, so not too bad. Just going to do a little bit of accessory work for the legs, a bit of upper body work, some rows, and then that'll be session 1 of the week done. This top has been sat on my drawers for the best part of 2 weeks since I got ill. I've been waiting to wear it since I thought I'd get something bright, because all my clothes are dark, and with these evening runs I want to be seen a bit more. So I've got this lime green Central Burgundy one TCA t-shirt. I like them because they've got the thumb loop. They're pretty light, breathable, because I get very hot when I run. So in the market for some running gear. I'll check them out. They're on Amazon as well, so that's why I got it. Again, tcafit.com I think is the website, but also, like I just said, they're on Amazon as well. But anyway, body is feeling pretty good today. A lot better than I thought it would be. There's virtually zero DOMs or aches or fatigue. I think the 2 weeks, although I was ill, I've done wonders for my body, and the deodorant and the rest that's needed. Because it was feeling very beaten up before Christmas, and now the work's really died down as well. I'm able to run during the day, feel a lot more energised. So today's running is going to be Instead of 8 rounds, I'm going to do 5 because I've got football later, so I'm going to lower the running now rather than do the full running and try to play football. Not quite going against one of my goals, look at myself more, but still sort of combining the two because it'll be the same distance. If you get me, that's what I'm telling myself anyway. So 5 by 5 minute intervals with a minute rest between. So hopefully that goes nice. We're aiming for at least a kilometre in each one, maybe 1.1, 1.2, but we'll see. So let's get warm and hit the road. So that shot was definitely less aesthetic than I thought it would be. The first time using one of these honey drippers on, definitely the last one though, maybe need some more runnier honey or more viscous honey if you like, which is Granavese honey. It'll become solid in cold weather. This condition is in fact the best proof of its quality. So I should have put it in hot water first, that's what I'm reading here. Ah well, yeah, you live and you learn. But this is my post-run pre-football meal. Running went very well despite the harsh weather conditions at the start. I was running head first into hail that was coming down diagonally, which was not great, but only lasted about 5-10 minutes. But having this now, I've had a couple of Jaffa cakes. I'm actually finding that my appetite is back since getting back into training yesterday, and on Sunday it was slowly starting to come back, so that's good because I need to eat a lot more food, especially today. Running burnt 659 calories, so I'm going to eat back 600 of those, and then obviously football probably burn another 400. That's like an extra 1,000 calories. So eat this, and then I still have 2,000 left, but I plan on having pizza and chips as I finish off the day of the Jackal later on. Although I'm trying a new schedule this week, I think I should have rested yesterday because it's just killed the momentum and the DOMs of fatigue has hit me like a brick wall. Doesn't help that I was up throughout the night with Odin and just feeling restless anyway, but meant to have some heavy back squats today, which is why I've just started to dust off the old lifters because I've not squatted in about a month, so I'd try it. I feel like my squat's actually detrained after I've done a few ones with 60 and 80, so this is a bit frustrating, should I say. I was going to say disheartening, but it's just frustrating. But having squats every other week isn't good for me and my strength. I know from obviously personal experience. I think after Vienna, I'm going to do my own programming, focus a bit more on the strength side of things, lower the conditioning, and yeah. But anyway, that's planned for after Vienna. Right now, we're still in the thick of things. 6 weeks left. I've got 45 minutes before class on, so I'm going to get through these squats and get to the conditioning, which I don't think I've taken too long to get through these squats since I feel weak AF. So I'll probably just, 110, 120, and then maybe just call it there. I feel like the days are long gone, and that was just a old way to not a top set. It's very depressing, but hopefully I won't be this week for long. I feel like having strength in the middle of the week is just not very productive. I feel that should be at the start of the week. Then again, it depends on the goals, but for me, I've always had the strength portion at the very start of the week, so I'll probably switch that after Vienna. I'm meant to have back-up sets now, but I really can't be bothered, and I want to get this conditioning piece done, so I may do some extra leg work afterwards, maybe some split squats, leg press, RDLs, or just keep the legs fresh for tomorrow's HYROX session, which again is going to be interesting because I changed the schedule. I'm going to have 2 sort of back-to-back HYROX days. Interesting. this session felt like a bit of a waste of time. I just didn't feel like I got warm at all, and everything just felt stiff and not moving right. But finished up with 3 rounds, should have been 4 of 30 cal ski, 30 wall balls, 30 cal row, and 30 sandbag lunges, because a class was starting and I needed just to get in and out. So just making myself a hot chocolate, going for a Belgian salted caramel options hot chocolate in my Harry Potter mug, which I got for Christmas. Speaking of which, it's currently been on ITV2 all this week, and the Goblet of Fire is just on. And I just noticed the scene for my fellow Potter nerds in the Yule Ball. After the Yule Ball, Harry's nightmare of seeing Voldemort in the house, which you see at the start of the film, and he kills the fella, but I'm sure you see him say Avada Kedavra to the fella, but that's been edited out of the TV version. That's just something I noticed. Anyway, that was a pretty poor session. Just felt like I had no energy and no power at all. I just felt like I just couldn't find my groove, couldn't get warm for that session, and then I was just started to overthink about the program and what's to do next, and just generally letting it get to me too much, which is what I don't want to start doing. Let's just put this on mute in case it's catching at the mic. But yeah, it is what it is. Still got some stuff done. Fatigue's just hit me hard today, but work has cancelled all overtime now, so I'll be finishing on time. So hopefully next couple of weeks I'll be able to start push a bit more in training, have a bit more energy, and so on and so forth. But right now I'm gonna enjoy this, watch the rest of Goblet of Fire, wait for Kelly to arrive, have dinner, and then do all again tomorrow. 3 eggs for the number of times Odin came in, jumped on the bed during the night, which is why I look like I've got 2 black eyes, big dark bags under my eyes, which is fantastic, which means I'm very tired this morning. It's -4 outside, so that was a very cold walk. I'm going to need a few more coffees to make me feel energised and warm up, but it is what it is. This week's just seemed to have taken a downwards drop in terms of energy levels and feeling good about training, but it is what it is. Currently making my new go-to breakfast, which is 3 eggs, tin of beans. I made the switch to Branston beans. They are very nice, seem to be less saucy and a lot thicker, and I decided to go for a soft tiger bloomer. So I had 2 slices of that, tin of beans, 3 eggs and a coffee. But unfortunately for lunch today I can't have my usual smoothie because Every have somehow lost my parcel. I should have just ordered it regularly. I would have had it by now, so I need to get onto them, make myself a chicken sandwich or something. I'm weird, I don't like having too much solid food before a session. Like to have a smoothie because I feel like it just digests easier, so I'm going to figure out what I can have. And the only positive, one of the positives today is it's last shift of the week and I have a long weekend, so 3 days off, which I'll just absolutely This turned into a rather rushed session, as yesterday I missed the timetable, as the class I thought was on at 5 PM yesterday was in fact on today at 5 PM. There was still a class on yesterday, but at 5:15, so I could have taken a bit more time, but it is what it is. I'll certainly remembering that for the future. Despite that, it was a rather good session with 5 separate sections, although I did have to miss out the final part because of the class starting. Each one felt very strong, particularly the compromise drilling in parts 1 and 3. I felt I was able to keep the same speed after the SEDS work, although I did struggle on the farmers, having to put them down every 5 lengths, so what's that, every 50 metres? But that's definitely something I need to work on, as I struggle with that in the first Hyrox, and then again in the second, hopefully be able to run the whole 200 metres in Vienna non-stop. And something I noticed recently is that squats feel well awkward, especially bodyweight squats, hips, ankles just feel tight, so that's something I need to add to the list of things to work on, is my mobility. But ski has always felt very strong. Finishing up with some bodybuilding, some side lateral raises, some rear delts, like row flies, a row into a fly, and of course some arms, going for some sets of hammer curls to failure. Despite how my body was feeling going into that session, like my legs were in absolute agony, I just didn't feel up for a session. It was rather good. I think what helped was I took an extra coffee to work. I had that just as I was leaving. I had a bit of boiling water, had that, so maybe I should start adding a bit more caffeine pre-workout in, although the real test will be if I'm able to get some sleep later, if I can get to sleep easy, or if I'm still wide awake. We shall see a few hours before that. But in the meantime, I have got about 2,500 calories to eat, which is, again, first world problems, I know. But one thing I'm annoyed with is I ordered some protein from My Protein, and it should have been a Wednesday. It's currently Friday, and there was a delay on Wednesday. Didn't hear anything, and it's only just been updated now on Friday, so I just feel lost without my smoothies. Before lunch I had a sandwich, but that was literally about 500 calories, so hopefully smooth's back next week. But for now, let's get on with eating. Probably looks like one of the blandest meals, but it's pasta, chicken, peas, some spicy cheese, and then just some sauce in there as well. So let's get tucked into that and chill for the rest of the evening. The way my legs are feeling this morning, I did not want to get out for this run, but thought myself out because this is my first Saturday off in God knows how long, and I said to myself next Saturday get off, I'm going to go for a long run because I've missed these Saturday long runs. It's been, I can't say since probably before Nice, but I've actually been out for a long run. It's not going to be too long, probably around 12k, because I've not done anything like that for, like say, good 2.5, get on for 3 months. But legs are very sore. I'm just taking it very easy because it's very icy as well, like you just saw, so I haven't slipped or fallen. Touch wood, I don't slip or fall, but not feeling too bad. DOMs are slowly easing and just taking things nice and steady for the final session of the week. One thing I forgot about long runs is how much it messed with my guts, and at one point I was debating whether to jump into a bush to go to the bathroom, but I held on. Sorry, I'm boring you, Odin. See you later. But it's been a very good week. I enjoyed that run then. I'm pleased I went out and got it done. Despite that little blip on Thursday midweek, it's been a good week. Finally feeling back to 100%. Illnesses was gone, although on that run I was a little bit blocked up, but I think in a couple of days that'll all be gone. Might start using the nose strips again to keep the nose open as I run. But yeah, solid week in the bag. I'm off for the next 2 Saturdays as well, so probably get another 2 more long runs and then see what the schedule is like after that. But yeah, another solid week. Feeling good, feeling fit. I think another week and I'll be feeling back to myself again and be a bit more confident for Vienna. In 6 weeks time, after Thursday, I was just thinking that I've ruined all my progress, not trained properly for almost a month, and yeah, just got a bad headspace. Only for the evening though. Friday redeemed myself, and today so not long runs that I just really enjoy. It just helps clear my mind and just helps me think clearer and just sort some things out in my silly little head. But right now I'm going to watch the rest of the Liverpool match. They've been going for 25 minutes. I got back just in time to watch that. Kelly's over later, so it's going to chill for the evening and tomorrow, yeah, just rest and get ready to do it all again on Monday. So I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.